uplink. Going to see that happen often. We're going to see a M8 protect. And Method's going to get rid of high caliber. So Formal definitely wants to keep playing with that M8. Felony's going to ban rapid fire. And not exactly sure why you would even go for rapid fire in that situation. I mean, well, I guess well, what you would use it on, I can't really.
I mean,
just to get it
the Vesper's not gone yet, so you could, if it was gone, I guess I get it to kind of knock the Pharaoh out. That can be pretty dominant on this map if you have rapid fire especially, but if the Vesper is still here, I mean, you're going to want to use the Vesper. I just don't know that they're really that worried about subs on this map. They think they can probably get it done running 3 ARs, having Scump really just do the same thing he did in the French. He's going to run around.
I guess you can still get rid of rapid fire.
There
for
goes
the
the
M8.
Vesper.
Rapid fire M8 is still pretty dominant. So
That's true. That's true.
we'll see what goes on here in the specialist draft. Do you expect anything different than we've seen?
Rapid fire is going to be tough to use on this map. You kind of have to have long barrel. You have to have stock on this particular map. I mean, some maps you can get away without having long barrel. I don't think Infection is one of them.
We saw FaZe do it. They were using rapid fire in that series, rapid fire M8, the one against Rai. So Crim takes kinetic armor. Interesting. That is what we've seen Scump use quite often.
Scump's probably ticked right now. Crim the Thief. Going to take the kinetic armor from him. On the other side, you see Scythe coming off for BL Fire. Vision Pulse from Methods.
Scump probably goes active again, you think?
I mean, that's one of the first times I've seen him do it in a scrim with the active camo. I got to assume he might want to try it again. I feel like it'd be just as effective here. We saw Clay make some big plays with it, right? He got a one-pointer with it. He had that disgusting defense where he's able to pick up 2 kills, and he will go with active camo yet again. And the other side, what will be the final one? Active camo on both sides for these guys. So let's see, again, we saw some crazy plays. The first match of the night as far as Infection uplink went was absolutely nuts. That one was back and forth, went to overtime. Let's see if we have potential for that here as the players are going to be getting
the
their
only
classes ready
difference,
here.
Heatwave and Vision Pulse. I kind of like Vision Pulse for uplink. Nope. Trying to take, let's say Methods has a drone, trying to take it into the other team's base. Able to pop it, gain some information where he can run the routes, able to call it out for his teammates. Teammates able to pick up some kills. Heatwave, good situational. Every game mode, I like Heatwave.
I think Vision Pulse has a use pretty much everywhere. Will it necessarily get you a ton of kills? No, but will it give you pretty good information? Like if you're in a good forward position, or you're trying to figure out what side you want to hit from or how you want to do. I mean, just getting any kind of extra scouting information is always good.
Well, you got to
Another
remember,
reason
it does ping you out as well.
Yeah.
So
you have to be in a really good position where you're not going to be
You're going to have
up.
the jump on 1 or 2 people. You got to feel pretty confident that you're going to be able to tag those people up. And then obviously relay that information to your teammates. But Creative Classic going on now. Only one player we're waiting on. Karma making some creative stuff. Thinking of maybe we see, they're gone. Semtexes, maybe. You've seen Scump run smokes in CTF. I don't think you'll see that at all in uplink. That doesn't really make much sense at all.
Yeah, that's more just to be able to get in, get the flag, and get out type thing when you're pushing from a side. But yeah, we've seen him do that
come into play
times.
here. But do you think, active camo? Do you like the choice? How do you think he uses it?
Well, we saw it. Clay was
Clay used it basically out of panic camo.
Well, he got a 1 point with it too, though, I believe, unless it was a camo on the other side. No, I know a camo led to an easy 1 point play. He's got it, hit the camo, went forward, tossed it in. It's almost, I don't want to say it's a guaranteed 1 pointer, but it's pretty easy. Just like it's a guaranteed kill, you're at least going to get it out of your hands. So if you hit the 1 pointer. As long as you aim well, it's going through. And then on defense, I mean, when you're getting penned, let's say you're on church side and you're just getting absolutely penned. I mean, you have someone in like a pretty nutty spot. You're dealing with them in grave, or they're in the backside of the spawn, and they're just sitting there pummeling you off spawn. Camo's a pretty good way to take care of that guy. Because we've talked about this as a game of swings. Until you get control of top middle,
no Scythe on the side of OpTic Gaming. You'd have liked to see a Scythe. We've seen
did
the
we?
things that
Well,
Scythe
we
do on
didn't.
this one.
It's Scythe can, but we didn't really see it take too much of an effect in the first game, did we?
Not really, but I mean, that's just a one-off. Usually we see the Scythe do pretty good things.
Yeah.
I would say the Scythe's probably the most popular weapon drafted.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, that Annihilator without question.
You're just tuning in 1-1 OpTic CLG going into game number 3. It's going to be Infection up.
Well, this is the ball game, at least for the first couple of minutes. Who's able to get control early? Methods trying to get in. He's going to be hit with an EMP. He's got teammates flying him in as well. And he's going to turn to catch one there in the middle, but no, that's going to be 2 down right now for the side of CLG. Are they able to hold, make it 3 down? This has got to be at least 1 point, and this might end up being trouble. This split spawn might be what saved them to some degree. Did they get the interception there to stop that forward throw? They did. So this is almost exactly like the break we saw in the first game.
This is identical to the break you saw the first game, except OpTic doesn't pick up another 3-piece and clear out the base.
Wow.
And, that is one
that's huge. That
may
saves
end up
that saves
haunting them later in the game.
A point and potentially control. But what helped them was that before OpTic got pushed forward, they kind of got a split spawn. One player spawned in barn, the other three kind of spawned at the top of the map, so it kind of surprised OpTic by the time they push. You want to push a little bit faster, I think.
Yeah, and you see Felony with drone in hand. Methods trying to assist him. It's going to get taken out by Formal. Two players rushing at Methods. Going to be Formal able to pick him up. Now Drone going to go back in control of OpTic Gaming. I think, you know, that one, it's got to be tough to see that, you know, not get points on the board early if you're an OpTic Gaming fan. But I like the pressure they're starting to put on. Scump with the VMP. Pushing down into Grave. They're trying to get control of that, but they don't have the drone. The drone is actually being wrapped all the way around.
What do you do?
This is quite odd. They like pushed up and got set up without the drone.
Yeah, there's two players set up in our barn. Why don't we just take it around the outside? As they're going to get going, he's just going to decide to toss it off as that's 3 down. That toss-up might actually be
helpful. But now you put Methods in
it.
an awful situation. I mean, he's all the way on the left-hand side. Crim able...
That reset helped out. Like, if he wouldn't have reset that, if he just would have thrown that at the corner, think of the ground you have to cross to actually get into the base. You have to run that all the way back. That reset actually ends up favoring them as they had a player waiting mid-map. They're able to get hands on it right away. Crim's winning gunfights here in Barn. Or sorry, not Crim. Scump's winning gunfights towards Barn. Crim is actually the one mid-map getting ready for the relay.
That was just, you know, not a good play by CLG. They pretty much gave that counter cap to OpTic. You know, just like you said, maybe when they threw that drone off, OpTic had 3 guys mid-map already set up. It was like, oh, okay, thank you. Give us a fast break. Run away with the drone. They
well, you at least, all right, if he would have thrown that kind of at the corner, one of the players that killed him, whether he was kind of at the hard point, just kind of set up that top area, he would have had to fly over, throw it out. That's at least adding 5 seconds or so to try and rotate back towards middle. They gave themselves no chance there by just tossing it out, right?
No, not at all. I mean, it was a nice play by BL Fire and the guys on CLG to try and rotate on the overextension, but once that one player died, it kind of backfired. I mean, kind of backfired. It definitely backfired as OpTic Gaming put 2 points on the board, but BL Fire on a 4 streak, Methods on a 3 streak, starting to gain that mid-map control. Let's see if Felony can make anything happen.
Well, he had an HC car of his teammate kind of pushing forward, trying to clear this right lane. It wasn't effective, though, unfortunately. He's going to drop the drone at just the right time, get forward, slides, not able to find the second, but they've still at least pushed forward to an aggressive position here. BL Fire set up on the right side. He has Methods kind of watching top middle, and we've talked about what important position this is. This is one of the best power positions in this game, just as far as controlling middle. And he was trying to get through, but he's going to get hit with, what was that, a flash that came through before he was able to actually get through for the score.
Yeah, nice flash. You're going to see Methods use that HCXD up in top of his base. He's going to be able to get one, using the Man of War, getting off to a fantastic start with it. Be shocked if we don't see more Man of War use. This gun so powerful, especially at medium range maps, Maven, right? When you can use an assault rifle weapon, you know, a fully auto one. Obviously, we see the M8 quite often, but I think the Man of War definitely going to become a favorite as the stage moves on.
Well, whoever tossed that flashbang, I want to see who's running flashes right now. If it was just a defensive spawn where they were trying.
I actually don't think it was a flash. I believe it might have been Karma's Heatwave.
Oh, it was Heatwave. That makes sense. We saw the tail end of it there, and I was like, what just hit him? So yeah, Heatwave, that makes sense entirely. But that whatever it was, that's a point saving. That's at least one, maybe a dunk there coming in. So great heads up play there.
Yeah, CLG was making a good push. I mean, you had BL Fire on a streak, Methods on a streak, and just a good defensive stand from OpTic Gaming. And this is what's been giving CLG trouble the entire game. Once Scump is able to get over near Barn towards that Grave area with the VMP, not able to really contest and deal with him. You have Karma drone in hand. And the original plan right there was to follow the HCXD, but gets taken out quite quickly. Formal picks up one. Now you're going to see the players of CLG have to rotate around the map. You're going to see Crim and Karma both picking up kills, but there's one more player in that back left-hand corner. Can Crim get off a one-point throw? And he does. Crim knocks it down in the final seconds. Couldn't have missed that one. I mean, that one, he was right underneath.
Couldn't?
The
Did
goal,
you watch them play this game type of the LAN qualifier?
I did, and they missed quite a lot of them.
And 8 missed one-point throws? Yes. I wouldn't put anything past OpTic Gaming when it comes to one-point tosses, but they're able to get it in the final seconds there. But I like what you said about getting Scump to that position, kind of outside Barn, how he can wreak havoc. And that's kind of what I meant about he kind of needs his AR players to really play well for him, because you don't get to that position, especially in a game type like this. It's tough to get to those power positions with the sub.
Oh, you get picked mid-map if your sub's not playing well,
exactly. You have to have those AR players really opening up the lanes for Scump to get forward, because he's 7-9 right now. He hasn't been able to be that effective in the slaying department, but
yeah, but his 7 kills are meaningful, right? Like he's opened up some lanes on that, you know, barn side, and now you see CLG grab that drone. They are pushing very quick. Crim needs to turn around and start playing some defense. He kills the site. Scump able to pick up one as well. Complex and Felony heading into the OpTic base. A 1-point throw coming in from Complex. Love the decision there. Don't force a 2. Even though Felony picked up 1, just get some points on the board and then get set up mid-map.
Well, Formal's able to pick up 2 as they're trying to clear out this right side and get forward. They're going to have 2 players. You can see via the X-ray really where the entire team is there. He's going to let Scump just dive in there, pick up 1, sees a player mid-map as well. Karma's going to grab him. And before he can get to the drone, though, that's an HC car coming in from Methods to slow down any attempted push here with the drone.
Yeah, you're going to see Crim try and stay on these stairs, though, Maven. It's such a power position. He's able to just pick players off, open it up for Karma to push onto their tank. You see Karma picking up 2, going to take it out by Complex, but as soon as he opens up those 2 kills, you're going to see all of the players from OpTic Gaming start to swarm. You see Crim pushing up, getting 1, able to take out a second one as well. Formal with a 3rd in the kill feed, and you have Crim with the kinetic armor, just going to try and spawn kill here. These players on the rotation for CLG. He's able to get 1, put some shots in another. And the drone taking a lot of time making its way around, though, Maven.
Yeah, like, can you guys please come to the base? I'm holding it down. I just need you guys. Crim picks up another. Crim's finally going to fall, but it leads to 1. I think he had an easy 2 there. At some point, don't you just decide to go for the duck? I mean, he was basically in the circle, right?
Yeah, Karma elects to just toss it in there. When I don't know if he could have been any physically closer to the goal, but
well, he wanted the 1-pointer. He was practicing.
Okay, you know, takes the points. You're up. Obviously, more points you had, the better. Just not trying to get too greedy there. Obviously, could have resulted in him getting, you know, killed midair, not able to put any in.
You think at that point the momentum's going to take it in, but they get the 1-pointer. They're up 4 right now. Now, we were talking about camo. Can we see it used effectively here? Scump looks like he, well, actually, I don't know if he's even earned his yet. Complex is going to have his camo ready to go. We'll see if he prompts to use this to maybe take back middle control, because if you take a look here, I mean, look at mid. You just see, well, 1 player just dropped, but you had 3 players kind of in a line across middle here for OpTic Gaming. It's been very tough for CLG to come in, as Formal's going to pick up, too. It's so, that position there, you have such a good angle really on this tank here. You can see anyone pushing across for middle. It's just so dominant. They've been absolutely crushing it. Now Formal kind of doing just what Crim did.
And OpTic's done such a good job on this side of forcing those back left spawns, you know, forcing this right alley. We've seen Formal do it, Crim do it. You know, the AR's just picking people off of those tanks on the rotation, forcing CLG to go all the way around through that, you know, small house where the bomb site is, and just not good for CLG here. You see another point go on the board for OpTic Gaming as they are starting to blow them away.
Yeah, I was trying to hop to one of the players rotating middle, because, you know, you saw some players rotating back. 1 tried to overextend around, but now you're going to see Scump pop the camo, trying to keep mid-map locked down, and him and Karma getting it done, picks up 2. And OpTic Gaming is entirely in control here. Drone going to be going over to Crim. He's already got several scores to his name. Nice 1-point toss there. You think they've been practicing since the LAN qualifier? I don't think I've seen them miss yet.
I mean, they couldn't have been more inaccurate with their throws at the LAN qualifier. I mean, every single 1-point throw, I felt like, just didn't go in. It was actually this map against Apotheon. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. It was hard to watch.
Knock down any throws. And you see Methods set up here in the mid-map, trying to get some control for CLG. A minute to go. Down 9, though, Maven. This one, not likely to see a comeback.
And he's going to get gunned there by Scump. Unfortunately, had to reload that clip. And that's another real strong position on the defensive side there. You can just kind of barely see the head, get good eyes on Fountain as they're trying to push forward. That was Felony able to take out Crim. But now the pressure of OpTic Gaming is coming in again. Scump's starting to heat up. He had a slow first half at 7-9. He's got 16 on the board now as he's starting to get going. But for the most part, it's been kind of the Formal and Crim show. We'll see if Formal can get it done with the Annihilator as he's just popped it out. There's 1. Check second odds right, there's 2. Is there a player top? He won't check the base. He's just going to prompt to push forward. He saw him jump over, not able to hit that shot.
Yeah, a little bit of a late reaction there at a Formal.
Yeah, it's like you didn't see him fly over, right? I was like, are you going to shoot this guy that's soaring
out
above
after those first 2 shots. Nope. Pretty much knew the game was done at that moment in time. Karma with some nice shots there to end it, but it's going to be 10-1 in favor of OpTic Gaming. A dominant performance here in game number 3. Really, The guys led by Crim and Formal able to get control of the CLG base here in the second half. Really do a nice job slaying them out with the ARs, forcing those spawns in that back left corner. And CLG never could recover from that.
Yeah, it's kind of been a story of just, you know, the dirty work's kind of being done by Scump. When you talk about two guys just putting up numbers, trying to work on streaks, just getting that kind of slow-paced, layered game. It's been, what, it was Karma and Formal in game 1.